Let's go. Okay. Raven's a bitch, anyways,
Good.
but not inaccurate.
This is true.
Oh man, if only Fox would have been here for the absolute tramp full wall. Okay. You don't want character build where, but there's nothing.
Where we left off, party had just finished getting all exercised and unloosed. Pretty sure it all just finished because Jade had just done their
Yeah, I think everybody'd been sleeping.
Is next day, and it is time for breakfast and the battle plan to reattack the hive.
yes.
Perhaps this time we will
Already
take
crossed.
aid.
I don't
Yes.
remember.
I don't either.
I think the captain was talking to Jade about some kind of like mini forge that she can attach to her gun so that it could print and feed ammo to it without her carrying around the giant backpack of ammo.
Yeah.
Raven also liked this idea.
Strong against ruler. Avenger.
That's a copywritten word. You can't say that on live.
The word Avenger is not copywritten.
It's true, it's not.
I feel like it is.
It's not.
I can see why you feel like it is, but it's not. Given, the assholes that fucking spew their diarrhea in ad form everywhere.
Aww.
So, Jade is going to eat her gravy and biscuits.
Biscuits. Alright, well, it's time for this fucking brekkie that the lizard's gonna involve some fucking meat, potatoes, and since there's no spice, a substitute for spice in the form of alcohol.
Let's Michael.
No, I cannot, because it's currently attached to my head. That's just because my programs are shit right now.
Yeah, you're about half as quiet as you probably are.
God damn it. Somehow this is getting painful.
Nope.
It only just started. I'm not sure why.
Neither am I.
Raven has come bounding back up with a assorted berry, like a bundle of assorted berries. And is currently demolishing them at a exceptionally fast rate.
Raven.
Oh yeah, I got berries today. You know how long it's been since I've had even remotely sort of kind of fresh fruit? The other stuff's close, but it's never as good as, just like the actual fruit.
Yeah.
What's this? Berries.
And then
But they're just demolishing. I'm kind of waiting to see where it goes. Raven is planning on being a bit of a bitch towards Jade because he hasn't gotten his robo winnies and flashbangs yet.
Mhm.
Hey, that's a valid reason. I mean, personally,
She set an alarm on her laptop so that it's a decent time on Terra Sol to call. So when her laptop goes off, she'll call.
It hasn't gone off yet.
Raven has not been made privy to this, and they are currently plotting the digitude.
I say we take Dave to kill everything next.
If Dave has been sufficiently charged, yes.
Or maybe somebody pressed stop using all the electricity out. Oh, I'm fucking tired. Hi.
Hello.
Yo, I suppose you're probably more interested in trying to find your girlfriend. No, I pulled something. Anyhow.
Hey, you.
With how far they are, it's not a very high priority.
Hey, just open every door. One leads somewhere, you weirdo.
Yeah, but if I see them again, I might have to leave all of you, and I'll miss you all.
Oh, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You'll
Yeah,
be
well-
too very dog nuts to worry about us.
Oh, there goes.
That's not true.
Raven has chosen violence this
My violence will be swift, especially once I get the robo legs.
Yes, I'm waiting on my laptop to give me a notification so I can call a doctor again.
You know, I wondered who was your top aside from the dog, but it seems like the computer is too.
I mean, you know how much of my life I've sunk into computer time?
Too much?
Not enough.
Kind of like leans over real far, get an exaggerated look at the robo arm. Oh yeah, I've got a pretty good idea.
Hey, my arm has nothing to do with my computer.
But I mean, it's computer controlled to your brain, isn't it?
Technically, yeah.
Literally facts and logic by the bird.
And you also have computer parts to help control it, right? And it's part of your life for a long time, right?
Implants don't count as computers.
I'm pretty sure they literally count as computers.
They are cybernetics.
Cyber computer.
Yeah, I was just say I'm not super versed in computers, but I know the word cyber means a beep boop.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Shut up.
You're just mad because my superior avian intellect
Channel your
has
inner
proven.
Garrus. Just oh.
You're just mad because my superior avian intellect has proven you wrong yet again, you strange boobified mammal.
What's crawled up your ass this morning?
I have chosen the path of violence.
They don't have their
So-
fucking. You promised a bird light and you never gave them to them. That's
Yes.
the problem.
And we're not going to be able to actually give them wings until we go to Terra Sol.
No, that's never happening. I'm pretty sure you're a convict.
I am not a convict.
I somehow don't believe that. That's not even me being like trying to dig at you. I literally don't find that plausible.
I was a convict before I joined the military. But when I joined the Terran military, my records got expunged.
Is that some sort of sex move the Terrans do? I've not heard that word before.
I think
No,
that's along the lines of vaping.
Do I look like I inhale a miniature exhaust pipe?
Yes.
Maybe not a miniature one, but by the sounds of it, that doggo lady had a pretty big one.
Yeah, what the hell's the deal there? That's bullshit. You can't fit me, but it's okay, no. I can fit them.
Shut up.
Zitron completely ignoring the fact that he's like a third as psychotically aggressive.
I know, I'm sensing some serious interspecies bias here.
There is no bias.
I'm I'm gonna have to say that there's not any bias at all. Funny.
I don't know about that.
I'll give you something not to know about.
Okay.
Yeah, like when I get my robo legs and flashbang wings. I still don't know when I'm getting those.
Are devastated emotionally.
Look, she's gonna get her laptop and she's gonna see what time it is on Terra.
He's not here to help at all this morning.
It's like 5 and
Look,
Right?
it's 5 in the morning on Terra Sol. I will call in about
That moment when you're tempted to
In
play
about-
Hillary.
6 or so hours when they first go in the office.
When they first get out of somebody's bed and go to the office.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. I know what humans are. Dog. Oh, that's why you want the dog, lady.
Shut.
I don't know, I can imagine a bunch of little Terrans running around, but they're all like fluffy and like ears and stuff. That'd be kind of cute. I can see why you'd be interested in this. It'd be like having permanent live-in pets
I've never
that you can like send to college.
They're not gonna be like live-in pets.
Wouldn't that be
Oh.
your role?
Oh no, that's a fair point. Considering the smell they had when they came back.
Showers exist, but Jade cares not.
Well, then again,
Fucking just this constant bullying. It's okay, we love you. At least I do. I don't know about the bird. 50-50. Their jury's still out on that one.
they have immediately gone back to destroying the bundle of various berries.
I'm not sure if anyone's sure about the bird.
Yeah.
Just, I am unknowable.
The inner machinations of her mind are in enigma.
You know what?
But
I'm gonna go make that. I'm gonna go print out that little mini forge the captain was talking about.
that's a good idea.
Oh, make it two and I'll braid your hair.
Let's print out a bikini.
Why do you want one?
I don't want a bikini.
Not you. The bird. Why do you want a mini forge?
Shotgun shells are heavy. I'm kind of low weight. Or, like low speed. Or was it? Hold on.
No, what you need to do
Low,
is
low,
some.
yeah,
High speed, low drag.
yeah.
You need to print out
And
some
look at
damn
me.
lead weights. I mean, look at that little scrawny ass. You shoot something and you go flying away.
I'm sorry that my bones are hollow so that I can hover or flute better.
You don't need to have. I mean, hell, your bones could be solid. I'd still throw you all the same. I'll always.
I don't
throw
doubt that
you
for a
in.
second.
Live in fear of something I am not. I don't know.
captain. So, eggs.
Maybe.
Ooh, that sounds tasty.
And
Jade's
I can go for an egg and cheese burrito right now. Fuck.
Oh, same though.
Egg, cheese, and a little bit of hot sauce. Oh.
Or peppercorn ranch chicken.
Jade is gonna get up and go print out one of the mini forges that the captain was talking about.
Bird just squawking down the hall. Did I make it too?
You go print your own.
That's a fair point. I forgot that I could do that. Thank you for reminding me to be independent.
Unless you want to be dependent on the Terrans like a lot of other species.
Well, I mean, is it really a bad thing by the way you're trying to make it sound if we utilize the stupidity of another species to take care of our own?
And you give Terrans money, women, resources.
You know, you're not really making a good argument for a species that regularly comes to my planet begging to be pounded by things a third their size.
Hush.
We just allow you to feel like you guys are the dominant species. Yeah, you guys can really throw down, but we just don't tell you no.
And technologically, yeah, but I don't know. I think my old man could pretty much whoop the shit out of any human you put him in front of, except for those apparently real ones that are like, "Oh, we are the creators," and like, I don't know.
We don't talk about them.
Oh my
I don't
god, that's right, you guys are a subspecies. How's it feel?
Shut up. I'll sub your species.
I'm sure you will. Some of those aliens are just... Oh.
Hey, wait, no. If anybody's cracking the bird open first, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna go for my streak.
Wait, what? Hold on.
What?
There is a committee that handles these things, and I'm pretty sure they're not fucking in today.
The committee is us. The inner machinations of your mind do not count.
You know what? This is some species. This is some speciesism, and I am not okay with it.
You better shut up before I fill your beak with something more problematic than words.
Have you seen the inside of my beak? If you're do you know what knives are? Do you really
know
want
what
those in
armor
there?
is?
We can get some beak sheath.
I
Wait,
Captain, they're being horny.
real honest question. Do you think my biology gave me a smooth dong?
Well,
Answer, it's
in-
not.
Well, it's internal, so I can't imagine it's made out of chitinous plate.
It has
Ridges.
yeah, it's got armor.
You know what? I've done a pretty good job about not imagining my crewmate's genitalia so far, and this is not helping.
You see my tits.
Well, those aren't genitals. Those are external sex traits.
Okay, first off, they are technically considered genitals. They're just external subcutaneous genitals. Secondly, too bad. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, I said it.
Ah, damn it. You know, Zitrun, I don't mean this to be taken the wrong way, though I'm sure it will be. You would have made a great Terran. Because if they're anything like Jade is constantly, you fit in beautifully with this.
That's from doing the math in his head. Pretty sure that his species a long time ago used to be Terran. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm great, though.
Well, Jade is walking away from the situation.
Hey,
Fire
you're not
alarm
free of
off
this.
Exactly.
Huh?
The fire alarm goes whoop whoop.
Did you say it went off exactly once?
Exactly.
Just a singular whomp?
Singular womp.
Just somewhere from just Captain's perspective, just kind of off from wherever. What'd you do, Captain? You set your hair on fire.
If you burn the kitchen, find the cat flambeing.
Ooh, yum.
Oh, that makes sense. Overly extravagant Terran foods.
Yeah.
The the highly explosive fuel that he flambe them adds so much flavor.
Butane. That being said, butane does change the flavor of things if you're cooking on like a charcoal grill or something.
Jade is going to the nano forge and she's going to print out one of those mini forges.
For the third time, yes, okay.
Cool,
Okay.
she has an excess. Give me one.
No.
Did it actually come through this time? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you do that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. It didn't
This is the
for
first
other
time you've heard you
times,
speak.
apparently.
It did not. You have not said words until just recently.
God
And the
damn.
flambe. What the fuck,
So-
kind? It's your fault.
She
Hold
is
on.
going to. She going to put in. How many bullets does she have left?
What did you say?
She's
true.
got, what is it? 4,800 rounds left.
That is a lot of 7.62.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, 1 for every 5 soldiers.
First man in line gets the rifle. The second, ammunition.
Yep.
It was really just a propaganda move against the Russians at the time of the fighting.
No, it wasn't.
It's like, I
Alright.
don't care, I'm saying it anyways.
It was 1 bullet for every 5 Russians, my guy. I'm sorry, that's not a myth. What happens when you make less guns than the amount of people you can script?
Okay, so we all know that Russia's bad at warfare, especially since World War II. But Bird has opted to use their little chest plate to slide up behind Jade. Just, aha! Where's
Yeah.
my forge?
Go print your own.
No.
Oh, where's my forge?
You'll get it when you print it. As Raven sees Jade just feeding the links and bullets into her mini forge.
He's got a little, a slightly, like a little scaled finger reaching for the cancel print button.
He's gonna get a quick swift smack to the wrist. No. No touch.
Not supposed to hit the bird. Don't you know how this works?
Then don't touch.
Hurry up, fuck.
Okay, so it looks like there's only enough matter to actually make one of these.
Ah!
My heart is melting.
Oh, they're adorable, right?
God, it's painful.
Turn your thing back on.
Everyone shut up. No!
I'm waiting for it to go through its cycle. It's gotta cool off.
Yay.
I certainly want to fuck the captain.
Captain has a voice mod. Wait a
And
minute.
Jade is gonna see if she can figure a way to connect the mini forge to her PKM so that it can print the links and the bullets directly into the feeding tray for.
You probably don't want to do that, my guy. They're still gonna be hot.
Well, it's an air cooled machine gun. It'll be okay.
What would be the most effective way to do so?
Thoughts and prayers.
It'd probably be best to give it like 2 to 3 feet of belt before it actually goes into the gun.
Okay, so find a way to connect it to her waist and have a couple feet of belt connecting to the whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Put it in the nutsack.
Huh?
Put it in the nutsack so it's attached to the gun.
I don't have a nutsack though.
Like, most Terrans will hang it off of their belt, like, behind them, and then it'll, like, get power from their power suit, or it'll have its own separate external power source.
Oh yeah, that is right. She needs an external power source for it too.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How come you don't remember these things?
Ooh, doesn't your arm have a power source? You utilize that. Overclock and then utilize.
I mean,
Their arm is powered by a couple of generators embedded in their main arteries. Unless their heart rate went up whenever they were shooting, I don't think it's gonna have enough energy for that.
yeah.
Have you ever shot a gun that fires faster than you can pull your trigger finger? That's the side effect, man. That
And,
part of your brain kind of goes, oh.
in combat, Jade's heart rate is going to increase anyway because of adrenaline.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, it's done.
What's that?
Yes.
So
good.
anyway,
Damn it!
Oh my god, absolutely adorable. We understand, but absolutely fucking adorable.
it's
My God.
really good though, isn't it?
It is. It's clean.
It's
You
super
hear it when you
clean.
hump them.
That's why I'm not selling the design, because fuck you, it's mine.
I made it. It's mine.
Do the same thing that the U.S. military did with the GPS. Make one that's not quite as good as your own, and then sell it.
There's a lot of fucking subs out there that'll figure out how to make it just as good. They demand to have their whore voices.
I mean, just take a course in mechatronics and you'll pretty much figure it out if you're into audio design at all.
Never. You forced me to relearn Fortran. I'm not learning anything else.
Do I look like I have a brain that wrinkly?
We'll just get one of those printing presses. We'll give you a couple of wrinkles.
I got it. We just put it in a steamer.
Not just like
Oh, it's like
do what
tofu.
I do and infest other people with psychic brain tentacles and steal their wrinkles.
Bold of you to assume there were wrinkles to take.
Not anymore, there's not.
I've never had.
Your brain is dynamically wrinkly. It just like occasionally will wrinkle, and then other times it just kind of swells up like a balloon and goes.
A morphic wrinkled brain. Weird.
It's like the Sojin heart, but not
When they-
totally not controllable.
They can't control their heart, but when you make them frisky, there it goes.
Oh my god! Side note, you would hear their heart rate like through their chest from several feet away when they got going. It's like, oh no.
Well, through the muscle, probably not. But once you get a couple inches away, yeah, you can hear their heart pounding.
It's like, oh no.
You get one of those weirdly thin. Yeah, a Sojin trap isn't a small stubby or anything. It's just a compact dom. You can hear their heart rate through their chest, and that's when you know you're in danger.
Like, the best version of a Sojin trap you're getting is Clem, and he's still 6'5". But, like, in context of the species, he's tiny, comparatively. And then he got his big-ass wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
The internet ooh factor is rather high in that situation.
oh no, I'm being surrounded. Anyway.
There should be like a spare battery pack or something around the station, shouldn't there?
Ooh,
No, not really.
you could have a kinetic dynamo and attach it to your knee or your hip so that when you're walking, it just kind of revs up while you're keeping it charged.
Regenerative braking dynamo.
No, I mean, yeah.
Technically.
Just give them a skip it.
No, yeah, there you go.
That little spinny thing that spins around your ankle while you jump or skip.
Oh.
The fucking ball and chain.
God. You know how long it's been since I've thought about that?
Since kindergarten.
You're making me feel old.
Everything we say makes you feel old, Ivy.
How about those little
make me
plastic
feel young.
scooters with like the 4 wheels and the handholds on the side that never actually worked and you always ended up running over your fingers?
What about tech decks?
Bruh,
Oh
tech
my
techs are
God.
still a thing.
They are. They actually are.
How about this one? Affordable magnetics.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Why? This just makes me sad. I miss magnetics. They were so cool.
How about the light brake?
That is
How about
actually
the
still being
original
made.
Easy
That is
Bake?
still made.
I know, and I want one.
They've got like a digital version or something now I saw. Where you just like touch screen it.
Nah,
Nah,
not the same.
bullshit. You gotta
I
use
want
the
the
fucking
shiny
colored
pegs that I can put
plastic
in my
pegs.
nose.
Yeah.
Blind yourself staring at a fucking incandescent
Yeah.
bulb through a screen. And
And,
this one goes
and if you
here.
accidentally put one in the wrong spot, you got a hole in the paper forever.
But
Yeah.
anyway, Jade's gonna see if she can find some kind of like miniature portable like power source.
Or create one or something.
Yeah, so you
I
got a
think
few
maybe
different
I'll-
options. You could create a miniature
Where you
fusion
going?
reactor. You could create a battery pack, rechargeable batteries, that is. You could create a thermal difference generator. I forget what it's actually called. There's a few different versions of it. That's probably what's throwing me off.
Thermal pile is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's it.
They're incredibly inefficient, though.
They're not very efficient.
That being said, you could use them as a trickle charge, depending on how efficient your power pack is, and strap them to the barrel of the gun and absorb heat that way.
I mean, realistically, all you're doing is providing an energy source for all of the nanomachines that are going to be actually fabbing up the materials you're requesting. So
Yeah.
depending on how many bullets you're demanding per second is how much your energy draw is going to be.
And you could probably get away with that then. Nanomachines don't use all that much juice. So.
Well, they use enough juice to get hot. And they do actually burn themselves out if you push them hard. Which isn't that big of an issue, they can be recycled.
They just get recycled and kind of like glued back together.
Yeah, pretty much. They get broken down, a new one gets printed.
It's like as it's breaking, as it's dying, it's printing its replacement.
I mean, yeah.
One thing I find interesting about how nanoforges work is it's essentially a cloud of like a gaseous mixture of nanomachines and basic particles. But then as it's running, it kind of turns into this slushy slurry of like spent nanomachines that just kind of collect as a fluid on the bottom. And then like it starts to build up heat as the slush gets higher. Because
Oh
there's
my
less
god.
nanomachines that are able to
They
deal
have
with
a triple point.
Yes.
Probably use the rechargeable battery pack.
Alright, you got a few different options. There's like the gold batteries, there's the lead batteries, there's the graphene batteries.
Those thin diamond batteries.
Yeah, there's diamond batteries. There's a lot of ways of storing electricity. It's just a matter of how fast do you want it to charge and discharge. Because nickel zinc is probably your best bet as far as reusable, but it doesn't have very many cycles.
Well, when it starts to fail, it's easy enough to replace, I suppose. Just throw the old one in the forge and then have it print a new one.
And I mean, the only reason those things fail is because as the electrons move back and forth, they occasionally pick up like a crystal, and then it forms like this tower that the layers.
Gatorade?
You need one of those
Gatorade?
smart electron batteries.
Essentially, they kind of they go through electrolysis and plating over time.
Oh, mix in some nanites that constantly scrub the plate layers. They rob a tiny bit of power from the battery and keep them clean.
I think the best bet would be just like a nickel whatever one.
Basically, whatever we got a ton of materials for and is fairly cheap.
Pretty much.
Well, you've certainly got a lot of nickel and lead from planet down there.
Yeah.
Pretty common.
You could also try NiCad.
Yeah, that's true.
What's
There'd
that?
be one nickel cadmium. They're a non-rechargeable, but they have really good power density. And they're lightly toxic.
Mhm.
Lightly toxic. Cadmium will fucking kill your ass.
Yeah,
Would that be
lightly
safe to
toxic
have
my
on her hip?
ass. Cadmium.
Would that be safe for her to have on her hip then?
I mean,
Oh, it's
yeah, as
it's
long as it
completely
doesn't
encapsulated. It's
explode.
fine.
As long as it remains sealed.
To be fair, you probably have appliances in your house with NiCad in them.
We used to have NiCad batteries for everything,
Yep.
like your standard AA battery.
Yep.
Then, if that's true, then I think that's what she would go with.
Now, there is one weakness to NiCad. You know how everybody used to say, let your phone die
Yeah.
because it'll remember the charge? That was nickel cadmium. It's
Mm.
horrible when it comes to battery memory retention. So if you put it on charge at 70%, yeah, it's gonna remember that, hey, the highest charge I've ever had is 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of overwhelming the poor Shadow with science facts here.
Okay, alright, here's what you do.
I understand these and all. It's just there's so many battery options. It's like I don't know.
I can
There's
choose
like the
48
consumer
on your-
batteries that you're familiar with, and then there's like the scientific batteries that are made out of materials that are way too expensive to manufacture on a mass scale.
Here you go.
But when you have a post-scarcity society, that isn't a problem anymore.
Here's what you do. Lithium polymer. There we go.
Poke a hole in it. I dare you.
I know what happens when you poke a hole in a lithium battery. Not gonna happen.
You get two options: painful, irritating, tear-inducing, coughing-inducing gas, or
or it becomes
A rocket engine.
Or it becomes the forbidden Capri Sun.
oh no.
I don't know, lithium's kind of like, I'm gonna spend 2 hours charging this thing for 15 minutes of fun.
Some of the new ones are better. I think they figured out how to increase the density. You can get many hours for a little charge.
Yeah, a little bit.
But they also get hot in that process, which breaks
Yeah.
them down.
I'm probably just gonna go with the cadmium batteries.
Good idea.
It's okay. They
You can
what is
just
it? They close them up inside like a zinc or steel shell, so you'd be aight.
yeah, it's like whenever the battery goes bad, you can just throw it in the forge and get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Those things are pretty heavy, so what kind of power are you looking to second here?
Just enough so that if she needs to go full bore for a round, it'll keep up.
Okay, let me give you a few values here. So, one bullet we'll call one energy unit. Energy unit would be a 1 watt hour.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a big night-head. That's gonna be a huge fucking night-head. Just do it.
One
Just do a
bullet
lead
is going to
acid.
be one energy unit, and one energy unit is going to be what?
1 watt hour.
That's 1 watt of energy per hour. So that's actually not terrible, and it's pretty easy to get a watt. But point being, that's a big fucking night-head.
It might end up weighing just as much as a bag of bullets, which is why I was kind of hesitant to be like, well, you could do it this way, because, like, the weight on it is probably going to end up being similar. But it is effectively infinite bullets.
Be right back. My drink is empty.
I just want I just want the battery to make the boogets go bang.
So how many rounds a minute is this thing out?
What was the fire rate? The PKM? was like 760 rounds, 750 a minute.
Okay. So, how many is that in an hour?
Here, let me just multiply 7. What was it, Dirk? 750 a minute.
This we'll say you're using we'll say you're using high quality powder, so 750.
All right, 750 times 60. That's going to be 45,000 rounds in an hour.
Okay. You're gonna need a 45,000 watt hour battery.
Sweet baby Jesus. That is that's a big fucking NICAD.
Would it be just better to go with something else? If it's
Yeah,
gonna be...
car battery.
That's if you're going full bore with it. And you don't have, like, the bag on the side that's got a whole buttload of bullets ready for burst.
Yeah.
Well, and there's nothing saying that you can't have a battery pouch, like a little sort of like a battery, or not a battery, but a bullet buffer, so if you do need to go, you just have the ammo off to the side.
Well, you're also assuming that this is a battery with today's technology. You gotta remember, everything's gonna be
That
like
is true.
60% smaller.
So
That's still a big battery. That's my go-to right now. It's a big fucking battery.
I don't know.
No, NICAD is still the right choice. You might look into a different form factor than just a chunk on your hip or something.
Mm-hmm.
It could be converted into a backplate.
This is true. You could have it on the outside of a piece of armor plate to help protect yourself.
Yeah.
I say on the outside,
retaliation to melee damage.
ERA! There you go! Double duty! This is the best idea!
Anti-sneak attack.
Yeah, all right. I'll have it as like a little back plate so that I can hook it onto the. For right now, all Jade has armor wise is the riot gear, the riot armor.
This is best call.
All right. Make it into a backplate for the right chest piece.
Mm-hmm.
How much it's gonna end up weighing? So this is going to be weight.
Again, I can't help but just picture a very small little fop just bounding its paws off of the keyboard.
That's me typing.
Just clicky clacking with full paw on keyboard.
I forgot the E for plate. God damn it!
Oh,
What?
it's candy cane typing.
Yeah.
You
No,
can
my
just
keyboard is
imagine.
not that loud. Mine is quiet.
And let's see, who would you imagine for the candy cane? Well, you got several options, which your go-to would probably be Fiona sitting there tip tapping and then freezing and then smashing her keyboard a bunch because a laser pointer because Bonnie thought it was goddamn hilarious.
Koji with a little keyboard.
Okay, so the
Jesus.
battery vest is going to end up adding about 18 pounds.
Oh, that's not terrible.
It's not as heavy as you're probably imagining it, because after all the refinements in technology and energy...
I was thinking it was going to be like a battery pack that weighed like 30 pounds.
I started at 30. And I'm like, alright, now let's see what Molly Circs have to add to this equation. And I remembered that batteries are just like layers of materials. It's like, oh, right. And if they're already scrubbing them with nanobots, then they could make the layers even thinner.
Nano machine. So.
Nano machine. The best president.
The best senator.
I mean, he would have been a really good president. Things that have gotten Western for a little while, but things ultimately would have been good. Isn't he just like the purest form of a libertarian?
Yeah, that's why I wore a yellow tie.
That's what I wondered.
He's also a social Darwinist, but
Those are not as desirable.
well, he's
Not
misinterpreted as a
exclusionary
social
thoughts.
Darwinist. But
Anyways, Jade's actually gonna put the 2 boxes of SMG ammo, the box of pistol ammo, and the box of las pistol ammo in a cabinet for storage.
but rape and steal them.
No, do not. We don't even have anything to use them with. And my laser revolver is back on the other station after I spent a couple of hundred credits to get it customized and cleaned up.
Just yes, Citroen just gives the head pats to Jade. He's okay.
And I'm gonna have a massive debt when we get to another public library because of these books.
You don't have to pay for books that you don't have. I offer. Holds up a fucking lighter.
Do not.
We could burn them. They can't charge you for something that you don't have.
This isn't the 1940s. We're not burning books.
What happened in the 1940s? How the fuck long ago was that?
That was like thousands of years ago.
Goddamn Terrans, they're like women cubed. Always bringing up the past.
We don't talk about what happened in the 1940s. Early 30s, 1940s.
So do you mean like the 5,000 1940s, or like...
I'm sure data from World War II would have been still around.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the year 1930s to 1940.
The bird just kind of reaches up and bounces one of Jade's boobs. Yeah, you're not that old, hun.
Yes, I know, but there's records.
Why are you digging into the past? It's so long ago. Just go with the flow, bruh.
Jade's gonna move his beak.
That's their excuse for just be lazy and sleep all day.
Well, it's better than always dragging up the past failings of the people that you thought you could rely upon for the betterment of society as a whole.
Yeah, and we still used old combustion engines for everything.
Oh, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Fucking old liquid hydrocarbons have really good power density.
Mm-hmm.
You Terrans are confusing. You have good technology, then you get angry about it when someone starts using it.
So
Because it's our technology.
Funny thing about combustion engines, we're only actually getting about 20% of the energy it has.
Which means we just need to get better combustion tech.
Combust your tech.
Math.
I don't think combustion technology is gonna improve further at this point.
No, because no one's putting any actual time into it. If they
Also,
did, we could have majorly improved everything.
Dirk, I sent you a gun.
Oh no. Wait, you're not an FFL? That's illegal. I'm gonna call Biden and tell him you're being a bastard. Selling
Go
ghost
ahead.
guns to underage birds. I did not intend to ruffle feathers that hard. I'm sorry. Let the steam out.
Auto
Guess what?
crunch from the cabinet crunch trap.
Oh. The bird has dug their hands down into the ammo pouch with all the links and shit in it, and then just shoved the entirety of the thing into the forge. You're so slow, the nanites have a buffer. Let's go. Jesus.
Ah, don't overload them.
They're fine. There's a bunch of them.
Ah, stop it.
Too late. Shove.
So
She's hogging the forge.
No, I made a mini forge so that, your idea, so that I could have all the ammo with me.
I'm loving onto this idea because it's a good one, but I don't want to tell her that, so shush.
He's trying to shove all the ammo in at once, and I'm trying to do it methodically so that it doesn't overload or jam.
But it's a big forge. It can take it all.
Not the mini forge.
Well, why are you loading him into the mini forge? You just have to put like 2 or 3 in and it knows.
Because I need materials.
It collects
Well, plug it into
materials
the
from
normal
environment.
forge. I didn't even understand the
it's better,
science and I was right.
it's, a
Hurry up.
better, it's better to go ahead and have all the materials I need so I don't need to hurry and scrounge around for random crap. This isn't Resident Evil.
I don't know. If guys, it kind of sounds like it's done there.
Oh,
I mean,
Bird has
I don't
blanked
know
out.
about evil, but it certainly has taken up a residence.
She's
Goddamn.
gonna pull out the self-eating chef's knife. I found this on one of the gooey things.
Bird has completely checked out of the conversation and is now making their own mini forge.
Not enough material.
You big boobed bitch. Go get more.
No, we can get more later.
You.
I think we are in the process of getting more from the planet.
Yeah.
But that
No,
requires
don't tell them.
waiting.
I was wanting to see how far this went.
This requires waiting, and I do not like waiting.
Impatient bird.
Do you know what our lifespan is? Completely normal and not short like I'm trying to imply that it is, but I'm still impatient.
Don't make me give you neck scratches.
I will bite your titty off.
Your lifespan, like 80.
Oh yeah, it's like ancient Terrans. We've actually come a long ways. I do think that has some... Oh, I do think that has some variation based on subspecies, but we don't usually worry about things like that. Death by gravity is actually a higher case of mortality than age for us, typically.
And death by forest floor, apparently.
That would be the same for you if you paid a visit. Good God, that place is awful.
Well, how about this?
So I've been looking at the stars actually for planet.
Ah, that's okay. We don't need to spend any time there at all whatsoever. Let's just keep
Don't you
going.
want to visit your folks? Come on, you can't be
Nope.
in the neighborhood and not.
No, that's fine. They don't even know I'm here. It's fine. Can we not?
What, you don't have a good relationship with your people?
It's not the issue, and I
probably
don't care to go into it. Actually, no, but I still don't. Can we just not?
I don't know. Good place. Get some errors done. Maybe get some members that were not the people on the station. Making it doesn't fall apart.
Sounds like a plan.
Stop applying logic to a situation I'm clearly not on board with. These are all good ideas. No, fine. You feel free. Just get like, I don't know, landing clearance so they don't tell you to land on the older levels, which are closer to the floor. The forest floor has been growing upwards, and it's been kind of an ongoing biological chemical battle. It's this whole thing. Just get clearance before you land. They don't like unannounced visitors. And if they ask for a fucking passenger manifest, I'm not here.
Yes, you are.
I will hurt you in ways that you do not know were possible.
Ooh.
I think they're into that.
This concerns me.
What that beak do, though?
It's about as sharp as a fucking bread knife, so if you want to go for it.
Have you never had a kiss, Raven?
That's a mammal thing. I don't have lips. You know,
Would you
if
like-
you weren't noticing.
Did your parents ever hug Raven?
I'm not the one on trial here.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Actually, what's happening? To be
Well,
fair.
I think we've bullied the bird enough.
I would say we could bully them more, but yeah.
Jade making sure that this thing that she made is all hooked up right.
On the cable, green hole.
Yes, Captain.
You know, I've never had these called Takey's or something. But
Oh, those.
by itself, so it's like spicy.
Can I have some, Captain, please?
I mean, they're in the kitchen, but I think you already had your allocation today.
Oh, can't be. I can't do on Terra. Just be fat. My snacks. My snack stash is probably gonna be stale by the time we get back. Damn it.
Raven looks is kind of just wandering off. He looks slightly steamed, not like angry, but just like mildly overloaded.
He looks
you know,
miffed.
we get docked at Raven's place and crash for a while. We could probably take the ship back to Terra. It's gonna cost a bit more than ending space around us, but drop you off, doctor. I don't know. Go to a nightclub or something.
Yeah, I can show you all around my neck of the woods. I can take you to my apartment.
Is it in the stacks?
Yeah.
Oh, stacks are fancy down.
I know, right? I can take you all to my apartment. I can show you around town, take you to a couple of clubs I go to.
That could be pretty interesting.
As long as we don't run into my old crew, which they don't operate in the stacks.
See, wasn't Terra walled off or something, though?
Nah.
I mean, just like recently.
Oh, well, I don't know.
The thing with all the Terrans collapsing and stuff, and somebody said something about a protocol, and they would make this wall or something around Terra until whatever fight was over.
I'm pretty sure it'll be over, I'm pretty sure it'll be over by the time we get there.
Well, I suppose we can check it out.
That is why I'm not going directly there, and I would want to get some information at that direction.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. Be right back. Now I want snacks.
We've made the Ivy snackish.
Gave Ivy the munchies.
The captain's gonna finish their crunch wrap, and they're gonna kind of stuff the plastic into the pocket on their vest.
So, before we venture back down there, is there anything that we need to do up here, Cap?
Let's see. Solar panel array needs several panels placed. Outer hull of the station, they look over if there's anything that needs obvious repairs. There's several rivets that have gone missing from the hull structure that need to be placed. Several panels to be integrated with the other ship's panels. Ships that have been constructed, melted down, and then refabbed into proper. The Hell core needs to be looked at by a professional. Could probably not be making the noises that it's making. And like general maintenance on Mary themselves, it's gonna be hard to find anybody that even knows what's going on with Mary outside of somebody working in a black box project. But we might be able to talk to somebody on Terra about it.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to have my family expunged from Mary's record and into something fitting them, but that's not exactly something you can do by using a Medibot, shoving like bus-sized chunk of brain. Yeah, cool.
True.
So You mentioned something about your family's history. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, I'm sure you've noticed I'm not exactly a young, spry grasshopper that I once was. I
suppose that's true.
I'm pretty.
Jade was about to say something, but she refrains from it. Never mind.
My family is part of the immortal program that was created in the great land of vodka and potatoes. It was done in secret, and it doesn't use the same method as any, um, more like transferring than actually making an individual. It's a little more refined than the process of burning memory quality into the brain that is today, and they want to keep it that way because if everybody had access, then humanity would become omnipotent. They become very douchey. That's part of the reason why they helped out with the system, because, well, at least if you're dead, you can't come back.
Would Jade know anything about the program that he was talking about? Like, heard rumors or anything?
The SUDS program is what allows Terrans to be revived.
No, the Immortals program that he was part of. Would she know anything about that?
So, no, and somewhat. They've mentioned immortals before in relation to individuals such as like Jackson and people like Legion. They're the immortals that everyone knows about because they're a couple of the apostles of the digital Omni Messiah. Everyone knows about them. That's sort of why the SUD system and Burger Kingdom's project are kind of famous. Other countries had their own Immortals projects. The land of vodkas and potatoes was fun to actually have enough tech on their side to come up with something that the captain went through.
Got this spinning beach ball going on, and Vivian's eyes is just like whoosh.
Processing.
Well, I can do the. I'm pretty sure I can do the solar panels and the rivets. Make sure, see what all's damaged outside.
Alright, just be careful on the lower level. Barry has been reporting some weird stuff going on down there.
Weird stuff like.
Well, you know, like section collapsing inwards, section infecting other sections. Stuff that he isn't causing.
We did see essentially a section.
Trap I have.
What?
Just random AI speaking, apparently. But anyway, we did see what appeared to be sections impacting each other. It actually killed one of the monsters for us.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate, I suppose.
I just hope that. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. But yeah, I'll go get suited up and I'll go take a little trip outside.
Alright, take one of the drones with you, in case.
Okay. Should I bring my falchion just in case anything spooky pops up outside? Or any
Would you like
weapons?
a hand? So you don't die.
Yes, I would very much appreciate if someone was to accompany me outside.
Okay, I'll go. I'll stab
I'll
something.
come with you. I'm pretty handy out there.
You're pretty footsie is what you are.
She's gonna reach over with the front paw and just kind of put it on him, on like his shoulder.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Those big soft kitty paws. You should put them on my hip. Wait, no, you'll crush me. Never mind. I'm supposed to use you like a mount. Literally contemplating the concept of carrying Vivian around on his shoulders. Wait, no.
Maybe in
You ever
space.
see a squeezed out toothpaste tube?
Well, she's light enough that he could carry her. She's bulky, so yeah. Come on, stupid mouse. There you go. That's an oops.
What's a zeptogram?
Are you okay?
A very
Do you smell burning
small
toast?
amount. I don't think they're having a stroke. A zeptogram is a very small amount. Aging anime fan goes for a Noraru walk.
Are you having a stroke?
This is what we call suboptimal.
I see.
Yeah, that's about how my ass looks after being on an XL chance.
So anyway, yes, Vivian will accompany Jade.
Jade will go and suit up for the outside expedition.
Lousy.
Alright, everyone going outside. Except for Raven, the captain.
Raven is currently having a panic attack in their room.
Why?
They were not expected to be going home pretty much ever. And now all of a sudden they're going back and losing their mind. Just internal bird scream.
At some point, it's going to turn into external squawking.
I should open up Vivian's thingy.
I kind of want to make a mod for Minecraft so that run these games in Minecraft, but that would be a lot of work.
Mhm.
You'd have to have someone make the maps and things.
I could make the map myself just fine, as making all the fucking mods.
Well, there is a space mod. It's just not super in depth, of course.
Pain in the ass.
Nah, not even that. I could just use a regular Minecraft world and, like, you know, update where the ship is at. It's just, you know, having a creature to actually interact with that's, like, you know, mythical. Like, if you guys are going to space, creating space creatures. And why the fuck isn't Hytale done yet?
Hightail. Hightail Hall?
No, Hightail is that Minecraft that the people that run Hypixel are making.
Mm.
Those are kind of. I have a bad experience with Hypixel. A bunch of douchebags.
I mean, I don't know. Their progress notes make the game look like it's pretty. They haven't really shown off a whole lot of things mechanics-wise or modding-wise. Starting to think it's kind of stuck in feature-free hell.
Development hell.
Yeah, development hell.
Oh my, what's it? Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go outside now that I'm done rolling to see if there's anything weird going on out there. There's not. Bad. Turns
Yeah.
out space isn't as interesting as you think it is.
So empty.
I know, there's just all this space out here.
Ah.
Jade is gonna go towards the solar panels that need replacing.
Well, it's pretty easy to figure out which ones those are. They have giant gaping holes in them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Jay, what the fuck? What? You thought you escaped it?
No.
Ow, ow, ow. Good. I'm good, sorry. Ow. I'm gonna lie down.
Vivian's gonna follow along. She's going to assist with any removal and installation.
Same though.
Yeah. How long does it take for them to replace the damaged solar panels?
All of them? Like 6 hours.
Okay.
First time doing it, gang? Don't worry, I've done this before.
Well, it's probably a good idea for them to get the energy production means squared away.
Yep. Well, if Raven wants to do something relevant in that, let us know.
Yeah.
Or she can just keep having it flee and keep having a panic attack.
Oh no, this is probably going to take a little bit.
Good to know.
While
Keep
you
it
guys are working, the drop shuttle that you filled up with plots gets launched down to the planet, and a return with supplies comes back up.
Victory.
This is good.
Yes.
Now that I remember that you guys actually have a fucking operation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weren't they going to do something like yeah, my brain turned off. They were gonna do something like upgrade that one in order to be waterproof or whatever, or seaworthy.
Imagine all the salt and minerals we can get from the ocean.
Alright.
Tapping.
And money just
There's somebody typing on their phone, I think.
Yeah, that's me.
Why do you still have your making noise when?
I just haven't changed the settings since I got this phone.
Fuck off. Put your phone on silent like everyone else.
Oh,
There's a dog.
but yeah, 6 hours of the day is to fixing solar panels.
This is good.
Yeah.
Of course, Vivian had been interested in the eggs and stuff like the cat, so she would have definitely eaten.
Oh, good. I was wondering if you were gonna eat.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, but people were talking about batteries, so I just waited. And then I forgot to mention it when I came back from getting my drink and stuff. Actually, no, I was getting my chips. But even so, yes, Vivian was hungry. She ate.
Okay. Shadow, you try and contact your surgeon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after the solar panels were fixed, she would check the time it was on Terra's. It'd be about noon.
Yeah, like 11 or noon or something.
So she would make sure Raven was present for the call too. So she would go retrieve Raven. Hey, Raven,
Ah,
come with me.
eh.
We're going to make a call.
They seem a tiny bit out of it, but yeah, no. Okay, yeah, we should probably do that, huh?
Yeah.
She would bring the laptop in with Raven, and she'd try calling her guy.
Okay. Wait. Body could stop interrupting me. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you're just getting into character. Tired surgeon noises.
Tired surgeon noise. And so the private link opens up, and there's a very disheveled looking man sitting at looks like a desk with a webcam kind of pointed down at them. Yes, doctor. How can I help you?
Hey, Doc, it's Jade. I've got the one that wanted the robo legs and the LED flashbang wings.
Hello, yes, I'd like to be fast and shiny.
Oh, right. We're actually offering a special thing at 80 off.
80% off of the price or off of the wing structure? Because that's an important distinction to make.
Off of the price, plants, but got left on that. How far away?
Can we
guys?
pre-order?
Well, we're close. Raiden, what's your homeworld called?
Yeah. Would it be weird to say if I wasn't entirely sure of the name of it?
Well,
Kind of just know it as home.
we're probably
That's
not
it.
going to be able to make it in time for that deal. Unless he can reserve him some. Pay. Do like I did with my LEDs.
You pay in advance.
I mean, I'd be down. That wouldn't be a problem.
Right? So, kind of like not getting. Talon.
Something optimized for speed and jumps, but also enough that I would be able to maybe use them for a quick slash across the face. I'm not a very big bird, so yeah, I'm trying to not be completely useless in melee combat and things like that.
Big tree shrimp.
Okay, so like, dude, Talon probably plays for
Yeah, I mean, this is the first bit of cybernetic stuffs that I've done. So, but if that's what you recommend, heck yeah.
I'll deal with you. I just woke up after a long night of partying.
Oh no, this is good.
I wasn't there for one of the famous doctor parties.
Oh no, they were talking about occipital bypasses. Nuts.
Oh, I bet. So how much is this gonna run him?
For the package he's talking about, like 50 million without insurance.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, this poses some interesting problems. Well, it's probably a good thing we're going. Yeah,
Haven't.
I don't think so. There's a lot I don't know, and I feel like this is going to only more of what I don't know is going to come to light here pretty quick. So I apologize for kind of sounding out of it.
Well, we can bring down the price if we don't use any of the premium cards. We're gonna have to get them placed more often, and they're probably not gonna be strong. What's your price?
At current point, without leveraging anything that I might be able to leverage at some point, I'm looking at just under $1 million.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to offer you 80% off if we're going with something that low.
How about instead of full? Well, like I said, I don't know too much about these the cybernetic stuffs. Are there any highly integrated what's it called? Like exoskeletal implants that can be made, like like hooked into nervous systems so they act like part of the body without being part of the body. Still medically, I think.
Well, yeah, you could always get an exoskeleton itself, a little bit becoming part of the body. Gonna maybe 5 and frame. That's not anything extra.
No, I think somebody already claimed that. I might have to get back to you on this.
Kinda look.
All right.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Connection lost.
I probably could have been better prepared if I knew how much this was gonna cost.
Money.
I didn't know how much it was going to cost.
Neither did I, and I'm not even there. Hi.
Hello.
This medical stuff is expensive.
Yeah.
You're paying a black market shop doc to deal you some good quality parts and implant them into your body without all the trackers, you know, what is it? The proprietary programming. It's gonna be a little more expensive than going to your local doctor's office.
That is true.
Mhm.
They can get you anything you want for a price.
Okay. How much did it cost Jade for her nipples?
Jade's nipples cost. Her nipples cost $2 because breast enlargement is common, and so there's a lot of stock available. But
Ooh,
like getting uh endo surgery legs for that Raven isn't common.
Yeah.
They'd have to organize a thing, get it together.
Yeah. Well, at least we know how much it's going to cost us. Well, cost you.
Well, something to look forward to. Well, now if you excuse me, I'm going to go back to isolating myself until we're off of that my home planet. So this is fine.
She's going to pat his head. It's okay. It's not. It couldn't be that bad, could it?
No, I mean not. I guess not technically, but it's kind of like personally horrific, and I don't care for it.
Oh.
poor bird.
Well, if you do want to share with us, I'm sure we're all willing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't worry. I've not been gone long enough for them to forget. You'll find out one way or the other. I get the strangest feeling.
I see. I wonder if our particular what's wrong again? If our particular infestation, I suppose you could call it, has anything to do with the life around your home planet, or that's a different kind of like plant fungus type thing.
Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't really spend a lot of time near or even close to areas that were near that. So, it's possible. Fungus has a weird way of being everywhere. I just hope that we don't find out how fucking horrible it is.
Captain. Okay. So, you guys feel like going on another adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do enjoy adventures. What kind are we talking about this time?
There is an unmarked ship without any known men right now. It's not fucking in completely dark, and none of Mary's sensors picked it up until they got into visual.
What kind of shit?
It looks like a small rapper ship. It's got main, the body's able to pivot around a bit of like, it's got a small storage area, probably about the same size as the prop pod you guys have been sitting down. The only weird thing about it is have any like canopy glass or anything, and it's all covered all over the place, like the black something on it.
That is interesting.
I do like the prospects of this. I can bury my woes in the thrills of combat and exploration.
I mean, whether it's dead, and we can add some more material to the station, some sort of story that goes with it.
Yes, it's true. We can, I suppose, suit up, probably armor up if anyone has any. Am I the only one that has armor?
Jade. Yep. As an actual armor, yeah. I mean, I've got this riot gear, but it's not really armor.
Impact absorption is impact absorption, and also the same can be said for slash resistance.
Absorb your impact.
I don't think you understand the implications of which you have just spoken.
Jade. Alright, well, let's go scrap. Let's go investigate a ship.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking okay. Raven has kind of wandered off mid-sentence again. I'm gonna go find my sword.
Good idea.
I forgot to note down my proficiency.
Jade will suit up and make sure everything is connected correctly with her PKM.
Bert has also suited up and is ready to roll, so to speak.
Right? Everyone's straight up. Captain's gonna take everyone over to the automatic exit, and they're gonna intercept.
Let's see. She's been what, 2 battles with her spear? Like she fought the robots and then she fought the fungus things.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then she's only been in one with the sword, and I don't think she's used any guns at all.
Her booty cannon's gonna take a little getting used to.
Okay. So, once the ship gets in a position where you guys can spacewalk over to rogue ship, I guess you could call it, Captain, get up with you guys. So who wants to go touch the mystery object first?
Jade, I do.
I'll go with you. Maybe if things go wrong enough, I won't have to go home for a while.
Captain, to a firm slap on the back. That's what I like to hear.
Hey, depression making me useful for dangerous situations. Is this what it's like to be in the Terran military? I've heard stories.
Jade, yeah. So, Jade will be the first one to go onto the rogue derelict.
Bird is literally tagging along as a backpack, just.
Alright. And what about Citron? Did it come along?
What is that?
Sounds like fireworks.
Yeah, people are shooting
What
off.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking fireworks. Because it's so regular, it's probably like a fireworks set that sends one off at a certain interval.
Yeah.
Or it's the French's show revolver, or show fucking LMG just firing at full speed. Bah, bah, bah. Shoots. Oh, hello. What the fuck?
Has there ever been a tank revolving barrel?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
The closest that we've ever gotten was like the 1970s 50mm chain gun, but they opted to go against it due to metallurgy problems at the time. It actually was super effective at killing tanks. It fired like once every 20 seconds. Just kind of a boom, boom. No, I think it shot a little faster than that.
20 seconds is a long time. That's like half a minute.
Yeah, I think that might have been a prototype. But they had at some point they had one that shot fast enough that they called it a machine gun.
There are certain where a gun is considered to be a machine gun.
It's based on if its action is automatic. So it could fire incredibly, incredibly slowly and be considered an automatic rifle or an automatic gun.
Just as long as it's automatic, it's a machine gun.
If one trigger pull results in a repeat and continued cycling of the weapon, yes. I should say trigger pull and hold.
Is Citroen coming along? I heard they say something.
Let's see. The Shaw's rate of fire was 240 rounds a minute.
The only thing slower than it is the modern day AA-12 at 230 rounds per minute.
Mm-hmm. I could literally finger an AR faster than it could shoot full auto.
Yeah, literally. And that's not because it was slowed down for tactical reasons, that's because that was the maximum speed of that action.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking long stroke recoil operated is dumb as shit. It works, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
For reference, if you want to look at like an AR, it uses a little bit of gas to send the bolt back really quick. Causes it to unlock so that it can safely release and pull the case out, picks up a new one on the way forward, locks it back into place, and then fires.
Most ARs are short stroke, ain't they?
Technically, yes.
Technically,
They're gas operate. They're piston. No, they're gas operated by definition, but when the gas goes back into the bolt, the bolt has like a little plunger assembly in it. You know, the part that compresses and locks in. That is also technically a piston, what sends back the bolt. It's not the gas itself. So it's a technicality. But in the case of the Scico, the barrel recoiled back with the bolt back into the shoulder. The bolt would lock in place. The barrel would go forward, allow the shell to eject, and then the bolt would release once the barrel was fully forward. For reference, again, the barrel was almost 24 inches long. So it took it a fucking minute.
Had a weird... Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on from the train wreck that the Shaw is.
Only the one that was chambered in 30.6.
Yeah.
8mm Lebel one is actually really good.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jade and Raven are first onto the derelict.
Okay, so when you touch on the hull of the derelict, you find that it is incredibly cold to the touch, even on the side facing the sun.
Ooh.
Oh, stealth coating.
It's really cold.
Being super cold isn't necessarily stealth in space. In fact, it would make you stand out a lot.
I guess everything would be fucking hot, wouldn't it?
But the captain did mention that this thing wasn't being picked up on any scanners besides audit or visual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's actually reflecting everything. At least radiologically.
Mm-hmm.
Looking across the hull, it does appear to be covered in something. And it's actually kind of hard to make out any of the seams for where there might be any entrance to the vehicle. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Let's see what bonuses do I have? 2 perception.
No problem.
I got a +2 to perception.
Leprechaun.
70 total.
Berg has rolled a 69 with bonus.
Alright, I got a 22. My new banana dice.
Banana dice.
I got
Deb.
super lightweight resin cast dice with bananas in it.
Mm. Neat.
Okay. So, you're looking around, you're feeling around, more like, because there's not a whole lot to look at here. And eventually you do manage to find a spot where whatever this stuff isn't covering all that well. When you brush your hand across, it seems to kind of... I hesitate to say peel, because it doesn't necessarily come up off of the hull, it just kind of pushes back, like, you know, your fingernail cuticle.
Oh, it kind of scrunches.
Yeah. And as you're brushing, you notice it's actually forming, like, blocky letters.
Oh,
Do the letters say anything?
just
yeah.
bird.
I just had the
keep
name of
doing
this
it.
fucking ship in my brain, and now I gotta look it up again, so give me a second.
I'm sorry, I am acting as a processing draw.
The dramatic entrance.
Oh, that's too
The
small.
dynamic entry.
Too small for that.
No, it's the dynamic entry.
Oh, okay. Ow. Everything hurts. Ah, damn it.
I can apologize. I did just hit a massive energy dip, and I don't fucking know why.
I passed out for 5 minutes, which is cool. I'm back.
It's okay. You needed the sleep.
Oh, that's where
Obviously.
you were at.
Yeah, no, I just like fucking was gone for 5 minutes apparently, according to the clock. Just fucking zoned, like, I lied down to help with. Well, let's see. I got a cut on this leg and a bruised knee and a bruise on this one. I don't even know how I get some of these. I know the finger is because I got punched by an air greaser.
So
Let a greaser punch you.
I was changing the tube of Pyroplex in it, and it
they
I
were
was undoing it, and then once it got past that very last thread on the back, that spring tensioned out and punched the fucking steel cap into my hand. That's how I got that injury the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
All right, let's do more shit.
Okay. I found the fucking name of the fucking ship. It's called the Little Rascal.
All right, salvaging. Give us all your money.
Jade's gonna
What was it called?
The Little
The-
Rascal.
Jade will relay this information back. Hey, Captain, the name of this vessel was apparently the Little Rascal.
Captain will
If
kind of
it's-
float up behind you, put a hand on your shoulder. Ooh.
It's Captain. It's Space Dirt.
Yeah, I can read.
That sounded like insubordination to me.
It was not.
Well, anyways. It's good to at least know what the ship's name is before we go into our impending doom.
I
If the name is
Agreed.
here, then the entrance is probably around here somewhere. You can find like a lever to pull or a button to push, like a knob to twist.
Jade will look for a means of entrance. Does that require another perception check?
It would require another perception check from anybody who's looking around.
Well, I think Vivian can assist with this.
That is
Or not. I got a 3, and it's like, I guess she's not going to help.
I will assist.
that is a 74 total.
Oh God. Raven apparently got their attention grabbed by something floating through space nearby. They rolled
I got
a
a
fucking
72.
like a 17. That's with bonus.
God damn.
Just
Well, her
oh.
grand total was 4, but yeah, her rolled number was 3.
No, Raven found the steel cap that got launched into orbit.
What the hell is that?
You know the one.
Yes.
I don't know. You guys might be too close to Earth for that. It might
As
have
fast
been
as that thing fucking left? Yeah, I bet. God, I just hope that nobody finds it on accident and they find it because they were looking for it. Because if they found that on accident, it went through their ship at the speed of fuck.
Or at least planted itself into the side of the ship.
I would just like love it if it ended up on the moon. Just like timed just right so that if it did escape Earth pull, it would end up on the moon. Just thunk.
They find it. Fucking 30 years from now, they find it, and it's like 12 feet underground.
Well, you know,
How
there is
did
that
this get
new
up here?
crater.
Hey, you never know, man. That'd be fucking great. They just get up there and oh, Pittsburgh Steel. Huh.
No, Elon's gonna find it on Mars when he gets there.
Oh my god, it's buried in the fucking Tesla in the asteroid belt. God, I bet that thing's torch of shit.
Jade got a 74.
70. Jade is the only one that notices that there is in fact a pull lever near the bottom of the ship. And upon pulling it, there is a sudden jerking from back of the ship where a section kind of pulls away from the rest of the frame. And it only moves about an inch or so, but it's enough to get your hand in there and unlatch it the rest of the way.
And this is what Jade will do.
Okay. So, as you're pulling it, this seems to be a sort of loading ramp. It looks like it extends all the way down and levels out about flush with the floor on the inside of the ship. The visuals on the inside of the ship are an interesting spectacle. It appears to be perfectly preserved, save for a layer of ice that's formed on the inside. And the ice sort of has these lines drawn through it. And the lines form various star maps and almost random words scrawled across all of the walls, the floors, the ceilings. Words like friend, lonely, scared. Some of them kind of look like they're put together in full sentences. Others just seem to be randomly spaced and pushed together. There appears to be there was 4 individuals and what looks like a cyborg in the co-pilot seat of the ship. The individuals have obviously been around as the ship has tumbled to space, and none of them, except for the cyborgs, seem to be in their original position. None of them are wearing spacesuits.
We have at least 2 sources of data as to what happened here. Who wants to go poke around inside the cyborg brain to find out what happened?
It's not as easy as just connecting to the brain.
Well, maybe they've got a memory chip we can pull. I don't know how this works.
Maybe.
So we got the black box, we got the cyborg, and we got this apparent terrified scrawling across the ceiling and surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
Jade will slowly enter the ship first.
Right? Are
Right,
you
Braid will
touching
follow
any
suit.
surfaces, or are you being careful not to touch anything?
Right, for now, Jade's not touching anything except the floor she's walking on.
Raven's following suit, but gently booping things with the end of their sword, just like poke, poke, poke.
Okay. Anyone else entering the ship?
I mean, I'll follow along. Sure, why not?
Is there enough space for everyone?
There is.
Alright, in that case, Vivian will come on as well, mostly staying near the exit there. Just to give people space.
Right? The captain's gonna stay near the exit as well, being as a small ship.
Yes, and the towers take up a lot of space.
They're at least a 3x4 in the inventory.
The captain is also alleviating the ship of its cargo.
Just over there working knobs and levers and shit. Just damn minute.
Just unbuckling buckles that they can, cutting ropes where they can, chucking cargo into the ship.
I wonder what happened to this.
Jade is gonna go to the cyborg and she's gonna see if she can find any kind of identification on them.
See if they've got a memory, an external memory unit.
Let me look. I'd rather not go digging around someone's memories before, if I can just find like an identification card or, a wallet like you would look for.
Where's a better question? Where is the memory stored in a cyborg?
The brain.
Good. Take the head. Let's go.
We're not taking the head.
What? They're dead. They don't care.
Still, we're not taking a whole ass head.
It's not a very big head. About the size of one of your boobs.
So, what species are all of these crew members?
They all appear to be human.
Interesting.
So, do I need to make a perception check to see if Jade finds anything on the cyborg?
Yes, you will.
Okay. 85.
85. Okay. So you do find something. There is a barcode and a string of binary under it. There you go.
Interesting.
Captain, how well do you know binary?
The fuck is binary?
Ah, shit.
Wait, I heard about this once. Isn't that how old Terran computers used to talk?
Yeah, basically it's just a bunch of ones and zeros that form sentences and stuff.
Wow, couldn't even count to 2.
No, you throw a 2 in there and everything goes out of whack.
Yeah, 2's a scary number.
It is. And you know, with Terrans, you're either first or you're last. There is no second place.
But in that case, wouldn't the 1 be second place? Because 0 technically comes first?
Nope.
No, 0 is the portal, the negative realm.
And
Oh my god, I remember that from my primary schooling. No! Math is for nerds. I ain't no nerd.
Alright, what's everyone else's perception check again?
I was a 72, so 75 after rolled stat
What are
stuff.
we perceptionizing?
to find
Yeah, to find interesting things.
Well, Vivian gets 102.
Okay. So, Zitrun, you will find that in the engine bay on the left side of the ship, the engine has been rather forcibly opened, and the warp crystals have been broken, and that has caused a cascade where the entire section here was, it was, how do I put this? Suffused with crystal dust and then ignited.
I was gonna be mad if you said warped.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you ignite warp crystal. That's why it's not exploded and there's not an easy way to get in. In fact, that's exactly how a side slipping works. That's why the captain warned you not to do it.
Bird has rolled a 32, so...
Okay. Bird does not actually find anything interesting besides the kitchen.
And everything has freezer burn! Nah!
All ruined. Vivian, for their part, brushes up against one of the crystal, ice-covered walls, I should say. And when they look at the patch of smoothed over ice where they brushed up, they can actually watch crystal forming sets of words, almost like accusations and questions and concerns. It's all too disharmonious to really make out much more than that before it just turns into noise.
So she's going to squint at it a little. That was weird. And she's going to brush a little bit more of the ice away to see if it does different things or if it just reforms in the same way.
It does not reform in the same way. It uses different words this time, like stop, friends, curious, intruders. And it keeps flip-flopping back before, like, almost simple words that a child trying to make friends might use, and an adult accusing you of trying to steal things would use.
Captain, this ice is behaving bizarrely.
Captain Chuck's like, oh yeah, I remember some of the inventory items. There's a skyhook in here. The captain chucks another piece of equipment over to the stasis field on the other ship. What's weird about it?
It keeps forming words. It's like if I brush it away, it'll reform in a new phrase or something. It's a little bit conflicting, but I don't know. It seems to be thinking, maybe.
Well, we don't know what the ship's covered in. That might have something to do with it.
Try drawing your own question into it. Maybe it knows things.
No,
That's a good idea, actually.
don't know if the cyborg's still active either.
And so Vivian will use her finger to write in, "Who are you?"
Me, I, us, we are several, many, singular.
Jade. What?
And so then she's going to write in, "What are you?"
You just basically get the same response, but it's different words.
Basically, similar idea.
Jade's gonna look at the captain. Captain, you don't think it's them, do you?
I couldn't hear you over the radio. You gotta make sure that you're speaking loud enough for the microphone to pick you up there.
And don't forget to say over. Over.
You don't think it's Legion, do you?
Well, if it is a part of Legion, it's been lost in Lonely. But I don't think it is, unless Legion has decided to become...
Jade's gonna see if the cyborg is active or if it can be activated again.
Give me another perception check and a knowledge check to go with it.
Alright. Perception is a 70. Wait.
Alright.
76.2 plus 78. And a knowledge roll. 88.
What was I hearing? Hearing slapping. I was like, do I hear fighting? Just
No, that's my dice.
oh,
Their dice are fighting in their
motherfucker,
hands.
Don't put the dice in your bum.
Determines the number.
no.
God damn.
See?
No.
Okay, so you do manage to find the power button. It's hidden in a rather place if they weren't null.
Chobits reference.
I know has a world.
You know, after a few attempts at turning it on, making sure it's actually plugged into the chair properly and everything, it doesn't seem like it's going to be activating.
No luck happened.
Alright, so we got a dead ship that can talk, exploded warp missiles, and a frozen... Goes back to looting.
Yeah. Real
Somebody, Captain forgot to fill up on his give a shit today.
He just took his
What?
fuck it all.
Well, you got Zitcher's like, oh well, they don't need this, they don't need this.
It's like, oh, this is
He's
a nice
just-
sleeping bag.
Just Raven. Hey, Jade. They don't need their head, do they?
We're not cutting their head off.
I'm not saying anything about cutting. I'm sure there's quick disconnects and the proper procedure for safely removing a robocranium. This is... Why do you think I'm just so crude as that?
Vibranium, if you would.
Exactly, thank you, Citron.
I like how Jade assumes you're gonna take the most violent route.
Right?
But I mean, knowing this crew,
Kind of racist if you think about it.
Yes, birds are...
knowing this crew,
Birds are technically related to reptiles, and that is just a slam on 2 members of the crew, and we're just seeing more of the human bias.
Nah, it's okay. I know Jade really likes reptiles.
And dogs too.
Oh,
Well,
hey
I
guys,
guess
they
large
have
fenris.
they got mountain mist in the freezer. Anyway,
Oh,
what's
dude,
up?
can I have some? Give me some! Just bird just bounding through the low gravity environment, just doing. Give.
Citron putting in fucking
Yeah,
his
sure,
little
here, go ahead,
candy
grab
bag.
one. Captain says as they reveal the freezer, and it looks very much like there are several cans just sitting there unaffected by the cold.
Wait a minute. He kind of comes skidding to a stop, a little skid hop hop.
Okay.
This feels like a trap.
Nah, go ahead, go. And he'll
The most
hold one up.
obvious spay trap I've ever seen.
He'll hold one up,
I'm gonna
just, like
touch
kind
it.
of scraping some of the fizz that's been frozen to the opening off. Nah, they're really good. You should try one. Come on, get one.
Then drink
Right.
it.
try one. There's no atmosphere in here. Captain, what are you playing at?
No, there's no games here. Go on, try and get one.
Just
And then you drank
you just hear.
beer.
Zitrone, the captain's been taken. They're being weird.
Jade is
The captain is physically too antlery to be just replicated. Don't you know? He tried copying that without ripping some sort of cell mass.
I'm so used to being told no or that's not a good idea. I don't know what to feel with actual confirmation and acceptance.
Jade's gonna.
Alright, you know what? You're probably too hyper already to have sugar. Maybe we shouldn't let you have any of the soda, and they'll close the freezer and give it a couple of pats.
I'm taking the whole fridge. Just kind of jump up and start prying at it from against the wall. Just.
Okay, as you're prying it away from the wall, it leans forward, the freezer slides open, and just a cube of ice falls forward with frozen sodas inside of it.
I fucking knew it, you son of a bitch! Don't play with my emotions like this.
Jade is seeing if the control panel is active any on the ship.
You mean like the ship controls?
Yeah. See if it has any kind of power or anything.
Unlimited
Nope.
power?
There's no power to the controls.
Well, next she will be looking for the black box.
Meanwhile, Vivian is kind of quietly scribbling on the walls, asking the ship more questions. Going through the whole gambit, where are you? And then at the end, she's gonna go, how are you?
Alright, so let's go through the question.
So she already asked it who, what, and what it was. Got pretty much the same answers. So she's gonna take a little bit of a different angle, and she's gonna ask it where it is. So it's like, where are you? She's wondering if it's the thing coating the ship or if it's the ice itself.
Okay. It's going to give you a rather accurate star map of your current location.
So she's going to look at it and she's like, hey, Captain, this thing looks pretty smart.
Captain will walk back over with a frozen soda. Not smart enough to keep the soda from.
I know it might need power for that, and it kind of looks like it's lacking in the power department. And so then she would finally ask it the how are you question.
Lonely, sad, no friends, looking, searching.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
Jade is gonna see if there's any kind of identification or anything on the other crew members.
And while Jade is doing that, Vivian is going to ask it if it had been a member of the crew.
Blue ball them. It's almost 8 o'clock. We can find out next.
How would it? Any always gone, always searching, never home.
So that's gonna make her ask, where is home?
Oh man, the whole fucking ship. The whole, you know how like, you know, it's all this scribbles and stuff on the walls? Yeah, all that clears away and it's just hundreds and hundreds of diagrams of ships.
Whoa.
Oh. Vivian, ask it if it's if it is biological or if it is machine.
Oh, it might just say yes.
I get the
Oh,
feeling
that's
it's gonna just say yes.
that's why you ask one then the other, not at the same time. That way it can be ask it is it fleshy or ask it if it is robot, like separately. If it says yes to both, then I'm out of ideas and I'm gonna go start looting their belongings.
Jade already searching the bodies.
So the body, or one of the bodies actually has a name tag on it, but it's been frost damaged, and unfortunately you can't make out what their name was, but you can tell that they were at least partially genetically modified human. They were part avian, and they were medically blind. Kind of an interesting concept, a blind pilot.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
He could see through the ether and only be guided home by the powerful psychic presence of their god king.
So,
Wait.
so these diagrams that it showed of, you said a bunch of different ships and stuff. Are they just like all kinds of different ships, like big ones, little ones, and everywhere in between? Or are they just like similar types of ships and stuff?
So there are different sized ships, and they're definitely from around the galactic stub. On the bigger ones, they seem incomplete. It almost looks like it was branching out like a slime mold, and it could only map what it could see. So on the bigger ones, it kind of just like this spider web of schematic, whereas on the smaller ones, it's able to get like really detailed and give you like a couple of different of like the internal layers and stuff. Like on this one, it actually has like where everything is, and it's all labeled and stuff. But interestingly enough, it's not labeled in like Galactic Standard or any of the languages you guys understand. It seems to be labeled by how much heat it produces.
Interesting.
Jade, Vivian, did you already ask it if it had a name?
I asked it who it was, but that didn't help much. I suppose I can ask it that too.
Yeah.
So I think first she's going to ask it if it's the substance they found on the outside of the ship, because that's her theory. So she's going to ask it, "Are you what we found on the outside of the ship?"
Trying to think if I already told this in the other campaign or not. I think I did. So it's going to give you a string of words that essentially amounts a confirmation that it is, but in a very roundabout way. Like, it's not really sure what it is, but that seems what it's been told.
Oh, it is sentient mold. Sentient space mold. Raven has suddenly become fluffed inside their suit.
Finding a number of interesting life forms. First there was that, I suppose you could say, hive mind thing that we found in that one ship, which we never did return to figure out. And then there's this, and then there's the fungal type infestation on the station. And so then she's going to ask it, Do you have a name?
I'm not a thesaurus, but pretty much every name for vermin, infestations, disease, stuff like that.
So Vivian's going to say, I wonder if that's what everyone's been calling it.
Oh, I mean, it looks like it just wants to be warm, and it probably did that really good there for a little while when it blew up the warp crystal. Ask it if it wanted to harm the crew.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to do next. So she will begin asking it, did you harm the crew?
Crew, friend, Nah, my brain has died. My ability
was
to,
wondering.
to thesaurus quickly has diminished dramatically. This is more of an interaction I gotta like write out responses for ahead of time. Okay, it would signal that it wouldn't intentionally harm the crew.
So she's going to ponder a little bit. And she's going to ask it, did you maybe accidentally harm the crew?
It would signal that it never intentionally brings harm to friends.
They seem to have a interesting categorization of things based off of their heat content. I wonder if it uses heat to continue, if it needs heat. So, well, no, I mean it's frozen right now. So, this is weird.
So she's going to ask it, is heat sustenance?
It would indicate that it needs heat to survive.
Side note: since the session's over, apparently Hideo Kojima is under. They think he assassinated the former prime minister of Japan.
No, that was a meme that somebody put to the guy
Well,
that
yeah.
blasted the old bastard. It's not
Yeah,
actually Kojima.
yeah, but now like actual people in the government think he did it because they can't tell it's a meme.
God damn it.
He literally created a game talking about digital autocracy and misinformation in 2001, and then here we are.
Here we are.
You know, if they're going that route and they can't tell it's a meme, they're just fucking stupid.
Okay then, idiot.
Okay, and yeah, I think we can continue this on our next session.
Yeah. Also, Bobco?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah,
The
Vivian
cyborg was
wants
made by
to make
Bobco.
friends and stuff with everything. Talking slime mold, let's make friends.
But with the way that it talks about things, it's kind of hard to tell if it actually understands what it's talking about or if it's like pretending to understand, like, a Turing test.
Oh, it is just a network of mold. They're not necessarily known for their information density, but you get enough of it together and it starts acting almost intelligent. So hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of ships, it might have gained a little bit of intelligence.
I'm just saying, okay? It's okay that Vivian makes friends with Slime Mode because Zitron made friend with psychotic Golden Age AI that wants to kill everyone.
Age of paranoia AI.
He's so awesome that even a racist AI can be his friend.
Because you have the light.
I have the light. I am a lightener.
That just means you have enough Terran DNA inside of you to be considered
Don't you
passable.
mean Jade has enough DNA?
Jade is literally Terran, you
I'll
damn
see
dingus.
myself out.
You
Okay,
should.
so since we're done with the session, I have a question.
I have an answer.
You have two choices: a standalone Arbiter game or a Flood horror game.
I
Flood
mean,
horror
Flood
game.
Horror is what's happening down below level Z.
Yeah.
I would kind of like to see a standalone Arbiter game. To
The
maybe
Arbiter
see
was a
what
fucking
their
beast.
fucking culture is like a little more, because you don't really get into what their culture is like.
The closest we ever really got was that series on YouTube, and they seemed almost feudalistic Japan almost.
Yeah.
But that could have just been a time thing too.
Ah, yes. Have more art to be like, so this is what Bonnie's abs look like when I get them commissioned.
I'd like
This
to
is good.
see one of the games be set in a time period when the precursor is still around.
We might be getting that in as far as the game is concerned with Infinite and its potential DLCs, which would be fucking sick.
Somebody sent a picture just how my week's been going on Twitter, and it's just that scene from fucking regular show where Rigby goes to open the box and fucking Mordecai just
punches him.
Yeah, in the goddamn face. Oh goddamn!
What?
Andrea's getting a 3D model and it's thick as fuck.
Mhm.
Hey, I got one to call out certain people with. Hold on. Where's that?
Oh no.
We got some
Shadow's meme there when Ivy finds invisibility.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm sending it to the group. It's mostly for these two nerds here.
Come in, tried to there for something. Goddamn shit.
Yeah.
You could say something about you.
I mean, yeah. She looks so precious.
She do.
Gorgeous.
I know.
She gives the best hugs.
when Wolf went to redraw, I was like, I'm just not gonna draw all the arms. It hurts my hands. Fair. Drawing 10 arms consistently. Ow.
Oh my god, the triple axe. Yes.
What are you doing, nerd? What are you playing?
Fold out axe. Oh my god. I'm watching this thing that Ivy sent. It's just various axe designs. The barbarian would like to know your location.
Also, check this shit out. Bandai Namco and Elden Ring gave him a gift.
Oh yeah.
Gave